So this is my story of trying out being raw for an entire 7 days. Mark and I have been in Costa Rica now for about a month, and after traveling and doing the tour in the States and being in Canada and launching our new program, we just felt kind of sluggish and just not well in a way. And so we knew once we came here and settled in, we wanted to truly find something that would allow us to detoxify our bodies and allow us to kind of connect deeper with our bodies and our minds and the environment. So we thought, okay, this would be a really cool challenge for us to do a juice cleanse. That's actually how it started first. So we decided we're gonna go ahead and do a 3-day juice cleanse. We asked some people questions, everyone gave us advice, we did a little bit of research and kind of just dove right in. We started out the day, we got our first green juice, we're like, yeah, life is good, we can do this is gonna be easy. And then literally 5 hours after, it was like I hit a brick wall.
What are you doing?
I feel like I'm frailing slowly. Not frailing, fading, becoming frail.
They say the first day is the hardest.
I get the health benefits, but man, I can't do anything. Writing an email, takes every inch of energy for me.
I'm feeling so weird right now. We tried to actually document the first 3 days. We're going to shoot every single day and we're going to talk about, how we feel. And even the process of just getting the shoot started was the most difficult thing ever. We were so indecisive, couldn't figure out what camera to use. You stand here, I stand here. We were frustrated with each other. And we've had one juice so far. We've had a green juice with, was it carrots? No, sorry, it was cucumbers, parsley. I can't remember. We did a 1 day, and to be honest, I got extremely sick from the juice, and I think, it's because out of nowhere I just started putting all these really heavy, green juices, and when I woke up the next day, I was like, you know what, I had to listen to what my body was saying, and I decided to stop the juice cleanse, but I would continue and challenge myself and continue to eat raw foods. I've always wanted to try a raw food diet, and this was my opportunity to do so. So after starting the first day with just juicing, I feel like my digestive system had a little bit of a break, got a little sick. So in the morning when I woke up, I started to slowly introduce foods again. So I would start with a smoothie and then a little bit of fruit. And surprisingly, even after 1 day of juicing, I felt like my stomach shrunk, my portions were cut in half right away, which was a little bit crazy that it took 1 day to do that. And then, I just started slowly introducing different fresh fruits, veggies, and, my breakfast always started with a really filling smoothie bowl. I top it with lots of fresh fruits, superfoods, cacao nibs, hemp seeds, anything that would, really fuel me up for the day.
Buenos dias. Good morning. I am on day 6 now of the raw challenge, and for breakfast I made the most amazing thing today. I made this frozen banana smoothie blended with almond milk and cacao nibs, and then I topped it with passion fruit, mango, pineapple, and more cacao nibs because I'm a little chocolate obsessed. And it looks amazing, and I'm so excited to eat it.
One of my main inspirations for, taking on a challenge like the raw challenge was to truly just give myself the opportunity to connect with my body and understand it a little bit deeper. And that's actually just like the app that sponsored this video today called Clue. And it's a free app that you can download on your phone or your tablet. It's for the female audience. And what it is, it allows you to track how your menstrual cycle affects your body, your overall well-being, from your moods, your skin, your hair. I mean, it's everything, even your fertility. And I think apps like that just are there for you to use on a daily basis to, again, just understand how your environment, how your everyday activities to the foods you're eating affect your everyday life. If you guys want to try out this app, there's a link below in the description of the video, and it's free, so go ahead and give it a try.
This is our little office here in our home. Got our laptop. Water! Man, this is gonna be a fun 3 days.
But the thing I found with going raw is that I would get hungry a lot faster. So I'd always, have to keep snacking or fueling myself. And for lunches, I would have, some sort of fresh green salad or chop up veggies, lots of tahini sauce. Love tahini sauce. And then, you just try to kind of switch it up throughout the day. Another my favorite meals were these salad rolls, which is again like veggies wrapped in rice paper, dipped in tahini sauce. Again, I'm obviously obsessed with tahini sauce. And that's the thing, like now that I go through it and talk about my meals, I feel like that's one of the things that kind of bothered me about the raw diet, is that I felt personally that I didn't have a variety to choose from. I love food, like I love creating different things with food and cooking them in certain ways. So this part of it was definitely a challenge for me, and at times I'd even catch my mind being like I'm almost sick of it. I don't want to have another salad. I'm sick of a smoothie. I want something else. So it was interesting to watch my mind go through these patterns.
So we pulled up by this organic little store, and they had vegan raw cinnamon buns. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like this. It's plantains with dates and coconut meat, coconut oil, cinnamon, and it actually smells like a cinnamon bun. I can't wait to try it. Wow. I need to make this at home, so I need to figure out how to do this. Holy crap.
Sometimes I tempt any sort of sugar cravings, even with, for example, like a banana ice cream, where you literally just blend frozen bananas to a point where they taste like ice cream, and that would really fuel me up for a little bit. But then again, so it's just this weird cycle.
This is what I'm doing, is I'm putting these orange slices in the water, so I like drinking this much water. And then we also have mint in our little tiny garden that I like to also put into this water as well.
And what's really interesting, if you look at the study of Ayurvedic medicine, everybody has their doshas, and I'm more of a Vata Pitta dosha. That dosha requires a little bit more grounding. And so switching up my diet really allowed me to see what worked and what didn't. There's certain things that my body went through. For example, I'd feel really, really bloated, like once a day at least. I'd just feel like my stomach would bloat up. And it was confusing. I thought I'm eating a very healthy raw diet. Why am I so bloated? And apparently it's because, raw food is a lot harder on your digestive system. So my digestive system had to work really hard to digest the raw food. And I guess overall for me, I just felt a little bit lower on the energy side. For example, I love going up for runs on the beach here in the morning. And when I was eating raw, I just felt like my body was just not as strong. I get tired really fast, and I just didn't feel like I had enough energy. So I was kind of almost waiting for it to be done so I could have some cooked food and some veggies and stir fry. It was so interesting for once to actually feel how food affected me. I feel like we eat so much on a day-to-day basis that we don't even realize how the fuel you're putting into your body affects your mood, affects your being, your energy level. And when I did a one-day fast, technically with juice, and then I put fruits and healthy foods into my diet, I felt this burst of energy. It was so interesting because it made me really realize that what we put into our bodies is so important. You know, it's our fuel, it's the energy you put into it as well. Like, what kind of energy are you welcoming into your own digestive system, into your being? Like, when we start to look at food in that sort of way as more of energy, more of as frequency that is part of everything that you are, I think it'll help us make better choices.
Came all the way to a beautiful place called the Body Tree, and we're going to take a transformational yoga class with our friend Chris Hawk, who's DJing live during the yoga class.
He's mixing in the energy.
Healing sort of musical
sounds.
energy.
Would I do it again? I mean, I love the idea of an 80-20 diet, meaning that 80% of your diet is raw and then 20% is not. So, you know, for example, breakfast and lunch could be raw, and then your dinner is something a little bit more comforting. I think that would be a perfect diet for me because naturally that's how I eat. You know, I start my days always with some kind of fruits. I love smoothies, so that has no change for me if I'm raw or just vegan. And then, you know, having lunches that involved a lot of salads and, again, smoothies, that's wonderful. But then having that comforting meal at dinner time, I think, is something that would really help me and ground me to start the day. So I think the 80-20 diet would be more my style than a fully raw diet. In the end, I think what's most important is that we truly tune into our own bodies and listen to them. Listen to how our bodies respond to food. You know, vegan diet and a raw vegan diet, I mean, there's not that much difference except the cooked portion of food. Yes, there's a big difference between a vegan diet and a regular, you know, North American diet that includes a lot of animal products, dairy products, because those products actually cause harm to your body. They cause harm to our environment. They contribute to a lot of horrible things in this world. But when you take that to the side and you compare a vegan diet and a raw vegan diet, I mean, it really, you're not harming the environment with any of them. You're not hurting the animals with any of them. You are fueling your body in the most wonderful way. It's just truly understanding of what works for you. So if you're one of those people that needs that grounding, the comforting, you know, then maybe a vegan diet is the best thing you should be doing. But maybe you thrive on just raw vegetables and fruits, and that's for you. So, you know, I just wanted to share my experience of how I felt. Raw vegan diet is not for me. Vegan diet is definitely what I will stick with, but I'm all for trying new things all the time. New challenges to challenge my body, to challenge my mind, and just to truly understand how this physical form of mine reacts to the fuel I put into my body.